Hello everybody, my name is Dave Kofer. I'm a staff shooter here at Archery World, and we just wanted to do a quick follow-up video to our previous 2024 bow test video that we released last Sunday to address some issues and also post some new results we've done for the Bowtech series of bows. I just wanted to go over real quick. We kind of glossed over it a little bit, went over it briefly in the previous video, but the reasoning behind our testing, I wanted to get an average test at what Archery World considers an average draw length, which most of the bows they sell are between 28 and 29 inches draw length, and a lot of hunting bows they sell are about 70 pounds. And for me, when I originally started this test, an average arrow weight was about 450 grains that I shot for hunting. So that's kind of what the basis of the test was, to give a little bit more of a real world example of what these bows shoot with a hunting weight arrow at a more standard draw length and a hunting poundage. So that's why we did it, just so everybody knows. We know what the IBO testing is. We just chose to do this at something a little bit more realistic to show what these bows are capable of at a hunting weight arrow instead of a maximum, kind of IBO spec.
So we are back here at the Archery World in Troutdale, Oregon to follow up with Dave Kofer and get you guys some more data. In the previous bow speed test video that we had done, we had received some feedback of a lot of you were wanting to see the difference between the comfort setting and the performance setting on the flip disc module on the Bowtech Core SR series, which ended up being one of the fastest bows that we had tested. So it does make quite a drastic difference when you switch that module over from the comfort setting over into performance. Obviously you do gain quite a bit of speed out of it, but as you can tell, there is a big difference in the feel of the bow as well. I personally prefer a more comfortable draw. I would choose the comfort setting, mainly just because I like to enjoy the bow as opposed to trying to squeeze every last bit of speed and performance out of it. So here you can see we're going to go ahead and shoot it through the chrono one more time for you all to get that baseline. Repeat those same results that we'd gotten previously, where the bow was averaging out around that 282 to 283 feet per second.
We updated the test with some information on the Bowtech. A lot of people requested we shoot the Bowtech in performance mode. So we took the Bowtech Core SR, which is their 2024 speed bow, if you will, and we flipped that into performance mode and shot that. And at 70 pounds, 29-inch draw length, actually just a little bit long, but 29-inch draw length, and 70 pounds, that bow was spitting the arrows at 292 feet per second. So a definite increase, about 9 or 10 feet per second over the Core SR with the comfort mode. So if you like that draw cycle, it's definitely a big step up in performance, but you're going to pay for that with a much more aggressive draw cycle. Most of the customers here at Archery World, they'll flip the thing over and shoot it in performance mode, but figure out real fast that they actually prefer the comfort mode. It's just a much more linear, a little smoother, a little easier to handle force draw curve. But if you're looking for the maximum performance, if you're, say, a short draw archer or somebody really looking for the speed, you can definitely pick it up if you shoot that bow in performance mode. Another one of the comments that we saw quite a bit of, and we just wanted to address, and we addressed in this video, is the use of a Whisker Biscuit. The reason we use a Whisker Biscuit is because it's really easy for us to throw those on a bow and test them. Not nearly as much setup, so that's the reasoning. The other reasoning is, our logic is that what you lose with a Whisker Biscuit, you're actually going to maybe gain back if you use a drop away or a different style rest, but then when you put a peep in the bowstring, you're probably going to lose about the same as you gained. So we figured this was a realistic test to show people what the bow is actually capable of. And just so you guys know, in our experience and what we'll show you in the video here, With a Whisker Biscuit, you're losing 1 to 2 feet per second. That is all you're going to lose. We put a Hamskea arrow rest on the same Bowtech Core SR, and it was a 1 to 2 feet difference in speed between what we shot through the Whisker Biscuit. And we also understand, depending on your arrow weight, you may see a little bit different results if you shoot a Whisker Biscuit. A lighter arrow is obviously probably going to be slowed down a little bit more by the Whisker Biscuit, as opposed to a heavier arrow like we're shooting here. But just so you guys are aware, you do not lose nearly as much speed as most people think when you shoot through a Whisker Biscuit. As far as testing bows, we test everything. What we usually choose is the 2024 flagship bows that are come out new this year or are still on the market this year. In the case of the Mach 34, we understand it's a year old, but it's still a 2024 bow. We had one in the shop, so that's what we chose to shoot. We are very excited to see the new Mach 30 when those come in. So we should be seeing those new bows anytime, and we're just as excited as you guys are to put them through their paces and see how they shoot. Everything we've read and seen shows that it should be a really good bow, and we're just as excited as you guys to see them.
Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe so we can keep this channel rolling for you guys. We got lots of cool stuff coming up in the future. And as always, leave us some feedback in the comments of what you guys would like to see. Thanks again, and see you next time.